Gothically speaking, Whitby Abbey is one of my favorite places in all of England. It's got everything: crumbling towers, secret passageways, an eerie, haunting atmosphere, and it's also perched on a cliff with windswept views over the North Sea. No wonder Bram Stoker found the inspiration for Dracula here. Most people know Whitby as the home of Dracula, but it has a much longer history. Founded in 657 AD by Saint Hilda, it was originally a double monastery, both a place of worship and a community of monks and nuns. Over the next few centuries, it grew in importance until the dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII. The buildings were stripped and sold, and the abbey fell into disrepair. Today, it's a ruin, but it makes for some incredible exploring. From the car park at the top, you can see the full extent of the ruins from the 19th century, when they fell into a state of disrepair. In the distance, you can see the town of Whitby and the River Esk running through it. But most impressive is the backdrop, the dark, brooding mass of the abbey on the hill with crumbling towers reaching up to the sky. There are two main entrances, one at the top and one at the bottom. We started at the bottom near the car park and made our way up through the archway and into the outer ward. This was the community area where monks and nuns would have lived and worked. Most of it has crumbled away, leaving just a few patches of wall standing, but it's easy to imagine what it would have looked like in its heyday. As we made our way up, the wind picked up, whipping around us and making it feel like the abbey itself was coming alive. We could hear other visitors, but there was no one in sight. It felt like we were the only ones here, and for a moment, time stood still. Emerging from the trees, we could see the main gatehouse looming ahead of us. This was the first of the abbey's many gatehouses, each designed to keep the community safe from invaders. We walked through the archway and into the inner ward, the part of the abbey that most people explore. Here, the remains of the church stand in all their glory. The four massive piers and pointed arches are all that remained of this once great building, but they're enough to inspire awe in even the most jaded visitor. We walked along the south side, taking in the views of the ruined church, then turned to head back towards the gatehouse. As we approached, we noticed a small hole in the wall on the right-hand side. It wasn't big enough for us to squeeze through, but it was just big enough for a small person to shimmy through. Naturally, my 4-year-old decided to try. With a little encouragement, he managed to squeeze through the gap and into the secret passageway. This was the passageway that Stoker used for inspiration for Dracula. It was supposedly here that he saw the apparition of the female vampire, and it said that the sound of her breathing could be heard through the keyhole. The rest of the inner ward is a bit of a jumble of ruins, but the highlight is the chapter house. This octagonal building dates back to the 12th century and was used by the monks for meetings and private prayer. It is now one of the most photographed parts of the abbey, and it is easy to see why. The remaining walls are covered in ivy, and the roof has long since caved in, but it still stands defiantly, a reminder of the glory that was Whitby Abbey. It's hard to believe that there was ever a time when the abbey wasn't a ruin. But if you look closely, you can see that some parts of the wall are still standing strong after all these years. And in the spring, the whole site bursts into life with wildflowers and the sound of birds. For a few hours, we forgot about the outside world and got lost in the ruins of this once great abbey. It is a place that is full of history and mystery, and we can't wait to go back. Have you been? Would you go? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you.